One of the things that's really fascinating about the Bible is that it is physics. They're telling you that God is light, which means God is a photon, and that you can communicate with God when your eye becomes single, meaning the pineal gland, and even Jacob talks about going to the place called the pineal and seeing the face of God, right? But here's the thing, in physics, they have what's called a wave offering. And it talks about how light communicates with each photon communicates with each other. And in the Bible, in Mark 12, I think it is, they're talking about making a wave offering, which is exactly what they're saying in physics. When you make a wave offering, you're basically communicating with God, or the wave, or the sun, or the light. And it's all physics. You can't possibly communicate with God unless you communicate with light, as light. Jesus is a photon, and also represents the heart, which is oneness, being one with something, communicating. So it's interesting that in the Bible it talks about 49 days and receiving the light or something like that. And at 49 days is when the pineal gland develops in a fetus. So when you really start researching this and you look into the Bible and you understand the context that it was meant to be taken in, and you compare it, even if you don't understand, if you compare it to physics, it's pretty much simply written out as physics, if you understood that. But once you actually do the work and the research and look at it, you'll see that that's exactly what they're talking about. And everything starts to make sense. If it's not in that context, none of it makes sense. What do they think? People are supposed to go around waving to God, like, hey, God, making you a wave offering? No, that's not what it's about. It's about making an offering of light, of consciousness to God.